Hello everyone, NoDMAA here coming at you with a Sanji deck profile. So I took Sanji to my locals for the first locals of Set 2 of Paramount War, and I ended up getting 3rd place out of 17 players. It was pretty dope. Round 1 I played against Smoker Black. I lost, that was my only loss. I lost round 1 against Smoker, and I got to buy round 2. Smoker cleared my board very quickly. He gained an overwhelming advantage very early on. I couldn't keep anything on board too long. So that's what happened round 1. Round 2 I got to buy, so nothing happened there. Round 3, I played against Zoro, and I won. That was the crazy part. I beat Zoro. Zoro was insane actually, and we'll go over the deck now because that was... So I run, these are my 3 drops. Because of, I'll explain what Sanji does in a sec, and why I run it vanilla style, because I just play these down, because you can kind of just play whatever you want with these, as long as it's 3 cost 5k. So, Sanji, this is the alt art Sanji, by the way. Like, I pulled this and lit. If you haven't seen me pull it, there's a video on it. Sanji's a 4-lifer, he's blue-green, he has a once per turn effect that is active on both turns. When you play a character with no base effect from your hand, if you have 3 or less characters, you gotta make sure you have 3 or less when you do this. So when you play your 3rd character, that's 3. So if you play a 4th character, it doesn't count because it registers it as 4. So you gotta keep it 3, even like when you play it. Set up 2 of your Dawn cards as active. So every time you play a vanilla, he will set 2 Dawn active, which is really strong. This is very incredibly powerful. So, for example, let's just say I play, let's just say I have all 10 Dawn, you know. So I pay 3, play Edward, and Sanji would pop off and be like, oh, you play the vanilla, you have only him out, so let's just do that, and now you have 9 up. Or if you go turn, like, let's pretend, like, turn, like, you're going turn 3, and then you play that, you tap first 3 Dawn, you play this, and then you get 2 Dawns back, which sets you up for like your 2-drop vanillas. Oh, you'll have 2-drop vanillas. I mean 2-drop event cards. So that's another thing. I don't run 2 drops. So when you go 1st or 2nd, you're gonna pass no matter what. So like Sanji, oh I'm going 1st, pass. You know, oh I'm going 2nd, pass. You're gonna pass no matter what. You don't run 2 drops. You're gonna be a Kaido. You're gonna be like Kaido players, you know, they just pass. They can't do anything. The reason I don't run 2 drops is because most of them, I think all of them actually, are 2k, 4k. So I understand, like, if you play 2 Dawn, you're just like, oh, I play 2 and I get 2 Dawn back. It's like, it's basically you're playing that character for free, you know? I think that's neat, but I don't want to invest Dawn or energy into making those 4ks, 5ks. I'd rather just have a 3k 5-drop so they're a very bare minimum 5k already, and they can swing in. You know, or immediately. I'd rather wait a turn than play a 2-drop who I need the buff to even attempt to hit, instead of trying to get the magic number of 7k, because these can hit 7k easily. So like, you can play that and then get 2 back, so you can either use that to get ready defensively with like Love Beam or Punk Gibson, or you can do this with Sanji and swing for the magic 7k. I've done both those strategies. It's very strong. I like that. So that's why I mostly use the 2 Dawn up. I either use it defensively to either get ready for like a 3-sword only Giri, or to buff up to get to the magic number 7k, or to set up defensively for like Punk Gibson and Love Beam, or if you have more than 1 Dawn up before you even get the 2 back, set up for a 3-sword. So when you drop a 3-sword, it's pretty good. But yeah, those are the 3 drops. So those are the lowest play cost stuff. So like, you're gonna pass. Like 1st or 2nd, you're not doing anything. No matter where you go, you're not gonna be able to do anything. You're gonna pass automatically. So these are my 4 drops. These can be anything as long as they're 4-drop 6k, because I know there's a couple of options here. So I run these ones in particular. I run Zoro because I like Zoro. I think Zoro's dope. So 4k 6-drop, 4k 6-drop, 4k 6-drop. You know, these can be anything really. You can play another green. That's a 4/6. You can play all blue if you want. I think there's another 4/6k blue card. Pretty sure. But like, that's the thing. You can play whatever as long as they're 4k 6-drop or 3k 5-drop. Like these, you can mix whatever you want because it'll be the same result. Just play the vanillas. So those are vanillas. So I run 4 of each one. We're gonna get into the more complicated stuff. So I run Carrot. I think Carrot's a very similar art. I've never used her ability yet because I only use her for that 2k counter. Her ability though is end of turn, set up the 1 year Dawn is active, so she kind of synergizes with what Sanji is trying to do with the Dawn reactivating. I've never used her though. I've only used her as a 2k counter, which is like totally fair, you know, like why would I play her? I never found any reason to like play her out like in all the games I've played with this deck. Wild. And then we run for Croc. He's just a 5-drop 7k, like he's gonna swing for the magic number base power. He's just that 5-drop. I run Carrot just because I know there's a couple other 2k counters probably that could do it, but I feel like she's the best one just because her ability could come up, and I like that because that whole like end of turn set when you're Dawn back to active kind of synergizes what she's trying to do. So it can come up. It can come up. She can be more than the 2k counter, but she has not been more than that yet. She has not been more than that. But everyone else can swing big. Like, everyone was very impressed with this deck. I was very surprised how well it was doing overall. Like, the Zoro, man, that's, when I was playing against the Zoro player, my rival, I guess, for that locals, he hit into a 3-sword Onigiri, and that effed him up. Because I got to tap a leader, and I tapped the Zoro, so he couldn't extra swing damage into me, and I was like, wow, that came clutch. So clutch. But, then I run 4 Mihawk. He came up too. This card's a beater. He's just a straight up beat stick. He's a 6 cost, 8k. And then when you play him with Sanji, you still get 2 back because he's a vanilla. But yeah, this deck is basically just play vanillas, get Dawn back, and try to aggro down your opponent. Which I think is very fun because you get Dawn back when you do it. And you're a 4-lifer, which is a downside in this meta, especially. But like, it can still pull it off. You just have to like be able to stall and stuff. That's why the last cards in my last characters are 2 kids. 2 8-cost kids. So he saved my game. He saved me in the final round. Because of his ability of Dawn X1, opponent's turn this character is aggressive, your opponent can't attack any other cards other than Eustass Captain Kid. So like, you can only swing a card's name Eustass Captain Kid, and he's the only one out, so going to give Dawn on him. And then his other ability actually synergizes with Sanji. So like, okay, let's just say, let's just say 10 Dawn again, and then you pay the 8. You pay 8, let's just say that, you pay 8, you play the kid, put 1 Dawn in there, you rest him, you play a 3-drop because that's the fact you can play a 3 or cost or less. Sanji will pop off and suddenly you have 3 Dawn again to do whatever you want with it. Either set up the Onigiri, or you can buff Sanji, you can buff, not he has something, but you can buff, either buff somebody, either buff Sanji, or set up for a defensive turn, etc, etc. Like, there's a lot of creativity in this. And I really like that this card saved me in round 4 when I was playing against Ivan. So that was my final round. After I played what? This card saved me because he could not get over this. I had to burn 4 cards in my hand out of 4. I burned my whole hand. He was swinging for 12k at this dude. I had to burn my whole hand to make him 13. Yeah, because I had to drop a 2k counter, a carrot, and then I dropped 3 1ks, then I made him 13. I had to drop 4 cards. Man, that was insane, because if I didn't save this, I had no life. So if I didn't save this guy, I would have lost the game because that was his final swing, because his leader couldn't even attempt to swing over Eustass because he used all the Dawn in the previous attack. He had nothing left. The leader could not swing because it was only 5 games. I won the following turn because I just rushed him down. Because I stud this, I had like a Weevil, and I had a Mihawk, I think. I had a couple other. I had a good amount of like presence, board presence. But yeah, that's the 2 Captain Kids, 8 cost. He's a very good leader. I mean, not leader, he's a very good character. I mean, he's a good leader too, you know, Green, but... So those are the final characters. Now we're going to go into the options and why they're so amazing. So, we run 4 Love Beam, one of the best event cards in One Piece card game. It's a 2 cost, it has a beautiful art, and it's a counter. Your leader or one of your characters gains 4,000 power during this turn, then draw one card if you have 3 or less cards. This card has come clutch a lot, because I always end up 3 or less, and I always draw a card. Like, 99% of it. A couple times where I had to use it, so you know. Even when I didn't have 3 or less cards, I had to use it. Like, I had defense. But it is a very solid card. It doesn't have a trigger because it's that good of a card. Which I had a trigger. Punk Gibson has a trigger though. This card is very good too. So we run 4 of the Punk Gibson. So Punk Gibson is a counter. And your leader or one of your characters gains 4,000 power, like Love Beam. And then you can rest one of your characters with a cost of 4 or less, and then the trigger is resting your opponent's characters, which has come up a lot. This card's very solid. I run 4 of it because it's come up a lot. I usually rest a Zoro or somebody like low level, like a blocker maybe, like just to stop either blocking or another swing. It's very versatile. It's very flower cannon counter, like from Digimon. And the final card in the deck is the best card. 3 sword style Onigiri. So this is Zoro's ultimate swing attack. And then its counter is up to one of your leader or characters. Gain 6,000 power during this battle, then play up to one character with a cost of 3 or less and no base effect in your hand. So this card can trigger Sanji, because Sanji is proc during the opponent's turn too. So if you counter, I've done this. Like, pay 3, then you play this, you pay the 3, then you get 2 of it back, basically. So you only paid 1 cost for the 3 sword on your bird. And you can set up like another move, like another Love Beam or something. Like, you can set up pretty good. Then you just get another body outboard, so they avoid the summoning sickness because it gets played during the opponent's turn. So when your turn comes up, they don't have summoning sickness. They can swing. That's another body. And then the trigger is so good too. The trigger on 3 sword Onigiri. Rest up to one of your opponent's leader or character cards with a cost of 5 or less. I rested a 7k Zoro. It was amazing with his own move. Incredible. This card has come up in my life all 3 games the whole day, like during the locals. I was like very surprised. It triggered every time. I was like, rest. 3 sword style Onigiri. I was like, man, this card just keeps popping up. It's nice. You have to pay attention to the board when using Sanji's once per turn effect though. His once per turn effect doesn't really matter towards the late game because you're trying to fill the board completely. Kind of. Well, I try to fill it as much as I possibly can towards the late game because it doesn't matter. His effect doesn't really matter at that point. It kind of matters. It kind of depends how you swarm. But, yeah, I enjoy Sanji a lot. Like, Green Blue Sanji is just a very solid deck. It's Imperial Demon colors. It got me 3rd place. I'm very proud of the build I created here. Like, I think 2 costs. You can run 2 costs. I think that's fine. This deck has a lot of creativity. Like, I think... oh, excuse me. Like, a lot of people want to try the Straw Hat film green package. And I think that's totally fair too. I thought about it. But I really want to maximize in the vanillas. That's why I think the vanillas is the best shot at this deck because it just maximizes what Sanji's trying to do the whole time. It doesn't feel very flavorful Sanji, but you know, all good. But like, there's different. You can do a lot of creativity on this deck. Like, you can even, I mean, as long as it's 3 costs, you can run 2 costs. I just don't know why you would. I mean, I get why. You have to spend more Dawn to like make them bigger, and I'm really managing the Dawn as best as I possibly can actually with this deck. And then these 2 are really good. Some people run the other Olden that restands, like when you pay 3 Dawn, you can restand it and swing again. I think this card maximizes on what Sanji's trying to do, and he can become a decent wall. I know he's not that good in this meta right now because it's easier to get over him, but I think he still has value. Like, this kid still has value no matter what. Just because it's still a wall. It's easier to get past the wall, but it's still can beat a wall. And sometimes they can't deal with it. Blue can deal with it. You know, you can get over it. He tried so hard. This is the only time the card came up in the game. Man, it came up when it mattered too. And like, this dude blocked. He taunted everyone. But yeah, I like this card. I like the deck overall. I don't know what I would change. I mean, I would try other stuff. Maybe I'll try the film package just to try it. I'm not sure. But yeah, Sanji's really good. I'm really glad I pulled the OR leader. I got 3rd place. It was very fun. I had a lot of fun playing with new players today too. Like everyone was just saying how much fun they were having, and I was like, that's amazing. Quite honest. Like I'm really glad this game is fun. It's super fun. This game is very good, to be honest. Like I think this game is so good. It's very healthy right now. Thank you, Sanji. Thank you so much. Very satisfied. I finally got the Dawn for this too, so it's like I'm very happy. It's a very good build. I hope you all try it out. Sanji's great. It got me a winner card. Top 4 at my locals gets the pack, so I got the winner card. Yeah, that's cool. I won, and I got 10 Goofy Dons finally. So, overall, great locals, great environment. I'm very excited to see what I play next. Alright, I'll see you all next time for the next One Piece deck profile. Yeah, we'll keep it up. Let's become the king of the pirate card fighters. Alright.